If you have an innovative idea and it turns into a Frankenstein along the way, is it still worth launching it to the market? Today, we will tell you how a prestigious brand like Inca Kola failed to add a traditional Peruvian drink like chicha morada to its product portfolio. We're talking about the famous La Moradita, a short-lived beverage. On the day of La Moradita's launch by Inca Kola in October 2014, Alfredo Quiñones, then Coca-Cola Peru's marketing manager, received praise from the Lindley family, the owners of Inca Kola, for taking the brand to another level. However, just 3 weeks later, they were calling him to discontinue the product as consumers were destroying the brand on social media. According to Quiñones, the beverage disappeared from all stores by March 2015, meaning it lasted just 6 months in the market. Critics pointed out that La Moradita was one of the biggest commercial failures for such an iconic brand as Inca Kola, costing millions of dollars. As is known, Coca-Cola owns a little over 40% of Inca Kola, and it wasn't the first time it experimented with a patriotic product. In 2003, it had already bet $1 million in Argentina on its native brand, the only mate drink that Argentinians rejected precisely because it was carbonated. So, why did they repeat the same formula in Peru? Pressure on Inca Cola's marketing department came from the need to revitalize the soda category urgently. The company had detected that consumers were shifting from carbonated beverages to more natural drinks, a trend that hasn't changed to this day. This led to a tracking process to identify another product that could be as admired as Inca Kola, without taking away market space from this yellow beverage. The focus eventually turned to chicha morada, as both generated a sense of belonging among Peruvians and, of course, shared a common consumption occasion, meals. It was seen as the perfect marriage, according to brand executives. Creating the product took only 18 months. It all started with the idea of a limited edition drink from Mes Morado, Purple Month, that would be lightly carbonated. But then it went through long tests and focus groups that ended up distorting the original idea. In Quiñones' words, they turned it into a Frankenstein and touched a visceral nerve of all Peruvians. According to experts, all consumer expectations were focused on the taste. They thought the new product could replace the homemade drink they made at home or ordered at restaurants. However, that didn't happen. In fact, the failure of La Moradita followed in the footsteps of Mirinda, a chicha morada soda marketed by PepsiCo in 2002, which was also later withdrawn. 2 years after La Moradita finally left the market, the then Coca-Cola Peru marketing manager admitted that the market studies they had analyzed indicated they should not go ahead with the launch of La Moradita. However, they ignored this advice. The team had focused on fulfilling the expectations the soda had generated among the company's top executives. Although the new product didn't take off and mostly generated negative reactions from the public, the brand acknowledged that this crisis allowed them to develop communication crisis protocols, implement an innovation lab, and form multidisciplinary teams. In fact, Quiñones didn't lose his job. He became the marketing director for the Southern Latin America business unit of the Coca-Cola Company. Over time, several products have disappeared. For example, Hugo, a juice drink mixed with milk, Quara and Carol, or the famous Lamborghini ice cream. In 2023 alone, nearly 10,000 mass consumption products were launched in the country, that's 1 per hour. However, only 2 out of 10 of these innovations, line extensions, new brands, or product variations managed to penetrate the market after 1 year and achieve a certain level of success. Often, the pressure to be profitable and bring innovation to light can work against the innovation process. Johnny Lindley, chairman of the board of Lindley Corporation, the owner of Inca Kola, knew this well. You shouldn't rush. You have to feel like things are right before taking risks. That was his great advice. The case of La Moradita by Inca Kola leaves us with 3 major business lessons. One of them is to clearly understand consumer needs. Study deeply whether the product you are going to launch is what the customer needs. A second lesson is to think about the offer and your market. You can ask yourself questions like, what will my product compete with? Can it compete on price, distribution, taste attributes? Is there a market? Who will buy it? Will it affect another product in my portfolio, or what product might it replace? These are questions you should consider when innovating in a red ocean. Finally, deploy different testing techniques. Sometimes consumers tend to be empathetic when trying a product. A useful alternative could be blind tests to assess characteristics like taste. Also, market research, product testing, crowdsourcing, and data analysis should not be missing from your research.